Hello. I decided to do a video of what someone might want to carry if they choose not to carry weapons. I think that's a big mistake, but some people royally dislike weapons and guns and things of that nature. So, while my family is on vacation and I have to stay at school, I decided to do a quick video of some options for those who wish to maybe stay gone for 2 or 3 days at the most. Perhaps this would help you out if you're new at these kind of things. Now, you have to worry about what size bag you want to carry. I chose this bag because it's rather big and all this will not take up room, so at the end of when I get to the end of the video, I will tell you some things that maybe I can add later as I get them, because it's a constant work in progress. It's a rather large bag. You can cover it with a camouflage tarp so you don't see the yellow. Pretty easy to fix. First things first in what I've learned through the military is you gotta have clothes and you gotta have a change of clothes. So I made a video earlier of socks, underwear, and a t-shirt combination, which I made here. That way, you know, if you get soaked, you can have something to change into. This is a backup, and this is another change of clothes. That way, you know, you have at least a couple of days, because as a female, you don't want to stay in filthy clothes for too long. You'll get an infection, whatever. We all know what's going to happen if you have to get some level of cleanliness. So that would be my extra clothing. Now, considering it's going on summertime, I'm not really worried about a jacket. I could probably find a jacket later on if it got cold again. Or I could just tie it around my rucksack, because I have a camouflage coat. Use it as cover-up for that. I also have a hat. I have this because if you have long hair like me, you're most likely going to want to cover it up. Because the first thing somebody's going to do when they're trying to take your supplies is yank your hair. They're going to yank your hair and knock you down, knock you backwards, and they're going to take everything you brought because they weren't smart enough to find out for themselves. And my living room's a little bit of a mess. I just got back from shopping and I've been vacuuming and all that fun stuff. So, yeah, so you want to pull your hair up in a bun and you want to cover it up. Because if they, at first glance, they're not going to see your hair, they're not going to go for it automatically. I do have 6 or 7 pairs of gloves, but I don't want to wear heavy winter gloves in the summer because that's ridiculous. So I have these little paper thin gloves that are just enough to help me pick up wood and build little shelters and things like that. That way you can, you know, maybe prevent some splinters from getting in your hand. Let's see here. And the other most important thing is food. Now, there's not a lot of food. This is oatmeal and peanut butter and Crystal Light packets for 3 days. And this is this. Now, what I don't have here is a metal bowl, but that's okay. I haven't found one I really like. So, I'm going to have to work on that because this is my bug out bag that I'm probably going to bury somewhere. And it's going to be a backup bag. So, I will know where it is, but nobody else will know where it is. That way, if my other bag gets taken, I can go get this one, and I'll still be okay. Hopefully, I'll have my weapon with me, so they won't take that also. Now, getting cleaned up. Most people know that you need soap. So this is a hand towel. I'm not going to waste a lot of room putting a big towel in, because in the woods, you're not going to have time to sit there and towel dry off like you do in your shower or in your bathroom. So this would work, you know, somewhat. Dip in the water. Clean yourself off. You know, it would help a little bit. Deodorant. Deodorant's very important because you don't want to stink everybody out of camp. Now, once everybody runs out of deodorant, you're just out of luck. You're just going to have to keep wiping your underarms and precious areas so you don't. But at least have deodorant to start out with. Glow sticks. I found these at Walmart. They come 40 to a box. They're little bracelets, but they'll work. You can take and wrap it around your wrist. You can tie a string around it and wrap it around and tie it around your neck. Anything you want, just little light. It won't provide much light, but it will provide some light if you want to go further out. If you need to go in the woods and pee. You can also make a path with these. We did that in the Army. We had them set up on the MKT, tied to the string so people didn't trip. So they come in handy. You can also cut them open and pour them out, or put them on your clothes, and people will be able to see you in your camp. But only do that in emergencies. Then everybody will be able to see you. I just got back from Five and Below, so I grabbed extra tube of toothpaste to put in here along with my toothbrush. I haven't put that in there yet because I needed to brush my teeth obviously. So, Canfalfinique. It's a lovely stuff. It's definitely helpful. Oh, and I almost forgot, since I don't have a huge first aid kit, because it's in my other bag, and like I said, this is just backup. Hand sanitizer, because it can serve as alcohol, or cleaning, whatever, a wound out. That way, you know, in a pinch, it'll do. It's not preferable, but you can use it. Along with something to cook with over the fire, you want to have at least one bowl of some kind, and you want to have a spoon and a fork. It's really difficult to eat anything that's going to have liquid with your hands. So there you go. This is just, like I said, my emergency bug out bag. My other bag has been stolen, or everything's used up. This is, you know, what I would use. Also have this, which I know that, you know, is not going to last forever, but hopefully I won't need it to. Hopefully I will be able to come back and probably go find a couple more of these somewhere real cheap. They're lovely little things. It has a compass on the top, so you know which direction you're going. And just because I have that, I have extra batteries, AAA and AA, because you might pick up an extra something else, something might have dropped, and because they ran out of batteries, and now you have batteries and you can take it because they didn't bring enough batteries. Let's see, lip balm, because you don't, because if you've seen any movies, survivor movies, people always look horrible with their lips all dried and cracked. That really hurts. Anyways, it's funny because, you know, but this would kind of somewhat help you not look as rough and keep your lips moisturized. I have a few, like $3 for the quarters. $3 for the quarters, because you never know if there's still electricity somewhere. You can always go by a Coke machine, take a look around, make sure there's nobody around. If they happen to sell the bottled water in there, that'd be preferable. Go ahead and grab a couple of bottles of water if you can. Throw it in your rucksack and get the heck out of Dodge. This is my candles and my flint stick. I have 3 of these. One's in Family Bug Out and one is in my rucksack. My husband's probably going to end up with one because we can't keep buying them. We got 3 already. Also, tea candles, because they can burn for a long time. You can use them for light, or you can use them to eventually start a fire if the wood's really wet. 2 birthday candles, because 2 birthday candles you generally can burn for a long time too. So you can use the same method. You know, you just have to be a little more careful with them so they don't break. But that could be your fire starting kit for your bug out bag after your other one gets taken. Cotton balls, because you can use these to start fire with, or you can use them to use your hand sanitizer and clean the wound with a little bit of water and hand sanitizer mixed together. You know, with clean water, it'll clean out your wounds hopefully, and you can add to your pack here that I don't have because it has so many other first aids everywhere else. Band-aids, stuff like that, inexpensive first aid. I saw one for $5 at Five and Below. I didn't pick it up. I should have, but I just figured, it didn't have a whole lot. It wasn't worth $5. I could make one for less at Walmart for, in the cosmetic section. This is my pill container. I'm going to put aspirin. I'll grab aspirin and anything else and label it somewhat if I can in little plastic baggies for allergies, headaches, painkillers, anything you might need. If you have medication that you need to survive, put it in here. It'll keep dry. It won't end up all in the bottom of your bag and nasty, because then they won't be, you can't take them. This is hot hand warmers. I found in the military, and it works. You can stick them in your gloves. You can stick them in your rucksack, in your sleeping bag before you get in there. You can stick them in your pockets. You can stick them in your shoes if you can stand walking on them, or having them on top of your feet, one or the other if it's really cold. But sometimes the weather does change, so it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Alright, this is the part where I normally would have a 2 or 3 really big knives and a gun, which I have in my other rucksack, and axe, which, you can always tie onto your belt. They sell them at Walmart. But you can have this in an axe, or some form of axe, to cut wood, vice versa. This has everything you need. It's a Swiss Army knife, of course. You can use it for anything. Just make sure you keep it clean, keep it oiled somewhat, and don't drop it somewhere. This is my extra ponytail holders and my repel band to keep bugs away. It actually works. When it starts running out, just take it, spray it down, or leave it wrapped up in your repel wipes, and it'll re-moisturize it, and it'll work again. This I just found. These are lovely little things. They're bottles, and they have labels. It's a lotion, water, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, sunscreen, and it has one for a name. Now, what I plan on doing with this is taking it and making a shampoo bottle and a conditioner bottle for my husband, and the other 2 bottles are going to be for water. I can fill them up, wash them out real good, sanitize them, and then put a little bit of water in there. It's not very much, but it'll help in the long run. That way, you can always use it to get water out of a stream. You can reseal it. It's not a plastic bottle that makes a lot of noise. It doesn't crinkle, so it's not going to give away your location. So, and then it comes with a neat little bag. You can stick them all back in there. Or you can use this all for water. You can each, have a little individual thing of water. It's up to you. Now, being prepared is not about being paranoid. Being prepared is simply knowing that there could be a major catastrophe, there could be a fire, there could be lots of things going on that you need a bag for. So, when putting a bag together, keep in mind what you're putting together for. I'm putting it together for society ending, and it being no cops to protect me, no functioning utilities. Basically, I'm going to be on my own to defend my daughter, and my husband is going to be alone to defend my daughter and my mother-in-law and all the other family members that we're going to try to have with us. If your family members aren't into prepping, get them into it, or, if they absolutely refuse and they're in La La Land and they don't accept the fact that all this is going to happen, then my suggestion is to make them choose. Because they are going to be a hindrance, they're going to be a handicap to you. It sounds harsh, but that's the truth of life. That's the truth. So, I'm going to let you go and think about what you're going to do in this situation, and always be prepared. Hopefully we don't have to use any of this, and eventually in the next 10 years I can unpack it all and say, haha, and nothing happened. But I'd rather have it than, something happen and I have to take time to put it all back together again. So, have a lovely day, and Be careful out there, folks.